you and your spouse have been married for at least 1 year at the time of the carpenter's passing. Under the construction pension plan, the surviving spouse would start to receive a 100% joint and survivor benefit. And under the Millman plan, the surviving spouse will start to receive a 50% joint and survivor benefit. Okay. That benefit will start the month after the carpenter's passing. It does not matter how old the spouse is or how young the spouse is. It will be calculated as if the carpenter commenced pension benefits the month before the carpenter passed away. You, the carpenter, are not yet 60 in the construction plan or not yet 65 in the Millman plan. An age reduction factor will be part of the calculation. So that 5% on the construction plan or 6.6 annual early reduction factor, those numbers will come into play if you are not 60 on the construction side or 65 on the mill side. If you pass prior to 55 on the construction side or prior to 60 on the mill side, when we do the calculation, we basically pretend like you were 55 or 60, and that age 55 or age 60 early reduction factor would be applied to the calculation. Okay. So most of you registered today are married, so you would be looking at the 100% on the construction or the 50% on the Millman as a pre-retirement benefit for your spouse. Again, just like we spoke about in the earlier examples, the spouse's benefit starts the month after the carpenter passes away, and that benefit is a lifetime benefit for the surviving spouse, regardless of whether or not the surviving spouse subsequently remarries. So it is a lifetime monthly pension benefit. Okay. If you were not married at least 1 year at the time of your passing, but you are early retirement age, then we would calculate your benefit as if you went on pension the first of the month in which you passed, and your designated beneficiary would receive a pre-retirement 60-month guarantee. So your designated beneficiary would get 60 monthly pension payments. And by the way, if I didn't mention this earlier, 60 months is equivalent to 5 years. Okay, so it's the same thing. 60 months is 5 years. So if you're early retirement age but not married at least 1 year, there's a pre-retirement 60 certain guarantee. If you are not yet early retirement age, there are credit requirements that you need to meet, and you can read those on your screen. But if you're not yet early retirement age, provided you meet the credit requirements, something called a pre-retirement death benefit pension is payable. On the construction plan, we take your total years of pension credit and we multiply it by $875. And that gives us the grand total amount of death benefit payable. And then that amount is divided by 60 because that amount will be paid out in 60 equal monthly installments, monthly pension payment installments to your designated beneficiary. On the Millman side, we take your total years of pension credit and we multiply by the mill death benefit rate, which is $345 to get the total benefit payable. Same concept, that total benefit payable is divided by 60 and it is paid out in 60 equal monthly installment payments to your designated beneficiary.